It's the new hit list on 102.7 Kiss FM. My name is Kayla, and I have the beautiful Gracie Abrams with me. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
I am so honored to sit next to you.
Same.
I am a fan.
Oh, that's
like,
so
love your music, love the album,
Thank
love the
you.
songs, everything. And congratulations on the success of the album. Like, seriously,
That's
incredible.
So Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
No problem. One word to describe your life right now. What would it be?
Ooh, rehearsal mode. Rehearsal hyphen mode.
So just go.
Yeah,
nonstop.
yeah.
What is that like?
It's exciting. We leave so soon for tour, so it's kind of, I feel like the few, final days at home are always like a funny kind of tornado of feelings. Yeah.
Good Riddance just came out in 2023. Now you have The Secret of Us.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much that you've been doing. The Eras tour. You're about to embark on your headlining tour. What would the Gracie 4 years ago think of everything that you're doing right now?
I really constantly, I feel like I'm pinching myself all the time. It's such a, I just feel so lucky that I get to do this and that I've been learning as much as I have in the past couple of years. The people that I am surrounded by are so kind and generous and talented. So I feel like a sponge.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to absorb as much as possible as long as I'm lucky enough to do this.
What would you tell that girl who's still wondering, oh my gosh, like, is this going to happen for me?
Oh man, I'd probably say like, put your phone away, like deep in the ocean and like read more.
Really?
Yeah.
You like to read?
I do.
What are your favorite books? What kind of books?
I'm reading a lot of Marie Howe poetry these days.
Really?
She's amazing, and a lot of Mary Oliver all the time.
Okay.
Kind of these, poets who I adore.
I just got back into reading. I stopped after high school and didn't read throughout college at all.
No, it's so important.
It's healing.
Yeah, it is.
It's healing to step away from your phone and not scroll on social media. I feel like social media has just killed my brain.
Yeah, and just to step away from your life and be in the shoes of another person.
Yeah,
is
and be engrossed in somebody else's drama.
Totally.
Not your own.
Yeah, completely.
A couple years ago, you said that you were taking a leave of absence from school and that you're eventually going to go back. But has that changed? Has that idea changed since your life has kind of skyrocketed since then?
I hope to return. I remember when I left, they were like, someone came back when she was 80, so like, you're good. And so my plan is to make my way back whenever.
It's never too late.
Yeah, no.
What would you major in?
I was going for international relations, so I would probably resume that.
Really?
Yeah. But who knows? If I go back when I'm 80, like maybe I'll be interested in something completely radically different.
The world is your oyster. You can do anything you want to do. I love watching you perform, and I can definitely see like the growth over the years. How do you feel like your stage presence has changed since like you first started?
I think it's just like, it's such a muscle, and it's, as a, formerly far more introverted person, like being in front of people, whether or not you're on a stage, like has sometimes sat in a funny way with me, and like being perceived at all just can feel bizarre. Yeah, like that's just been the way my brain has operated. And so I think like being on stage, so much of what has helped my comfortability up there is like obviously the relationship that I have with my band, and also the relationship that I'm lucky enough to have with the people that are generous enough to come to the shows. And I feel like it's been such a two-way street of kind of like the vulnerability, and the more that they are themselves, the more that I feel like I can be myself, and I mean, it is such a muscle, like quite literally, like I've been learning how to sing, I feel like, since I started putting music out, because when I started, it was, writing songs just for myself, very quietly, not to be heard. And I think like, I'm learning in real time how to best do this, but it's been a really sweet few years figuring out like what feels good kind of in my bones.
I always think it's so interesting when artists are introvert. I actually just talked to somebody else who said, I don't like to talk. I don't even like being here and doing interviews. But then when you go on stage, it's like larger than life. This alter ego kind of comes out. And being an introvert, it's difficult to do interviews. It's difficult people always want to take pictures of you and be all up in your space. How is your relationship with your fans when it comes to being somebody who wants to be private, but you kind of can't?
I think I do feel like I am able to, like, for the most part, protect my life and my personal life. I think it's like parasocial relationships are a really strange thing that have become so normalized, but can feel like jarring to experience in the moment. So I think it's really like, I think my honest initial reaction whenever, like, for example, I like meet a stranger, is like, I just feel touched by their caring at all about what I make. And I've been really lucky to, 9 times out of 10, my experiences have been like respectful and like, there have been healthy boundaries. So, but it's weird out there for sure.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Your songs have been blowing up on TikTok.
Oh, I don't have the app on my phone.
You
so
don't?
No.
Do you have like Instagram and all those things, or do you got rid of all of those?
I have Instagram on my phone, but that's the one.
Why did you choose to get rid of TikTok? Is it just because you're not interested, or is it like, oh no, I need to
No,
have a
it's
boundary with these?
like, yeah, it's just like, I feel like there was just enough unsolicited, like, just if I don't go out, like, how do I explain it? Like, I think I was just seeing like more than I wanted to about myself. And I was like, and also then, like, even if it's not ever, about me, I think I don't know, our brains are like sort of wired to doom scroll for hours.
Yep.
And I just like, anytime I would sit in that, I would feel kind of like sick to my stomach after. So it's literally just me trying to like take something off my plate. You know what I mean?
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, on TikTok, people be doing think pieces about their favorite artists.
Yeah, I mean, respect.
Yeah, and to hear that about yourself, I couldn't do it either. I would have to, if I were you, honestly, I would have no social media.
Sometimes it's like, oh, good morning. Like, good morning. But not that there's, I mean, I have a million other like ways that I'm letting my brain rot, so it's okay. But
well, I was going to say, I mean, there's a lot of people doing trends to your song, even a cast of Love Island did something.
Man, I saw something like that.
Oh, you did? Yes?
Yes.
Did you watch Love Island this season?
So my best friend and roommate watched this season like religiously, and I did have TikTok at the time, and I was out of the city while she was watching. Like, if I had been at home with her, I would have been on the couch every single day. I feel like I watched the entire show through clips on TikTok, so I was like as caught up as she was. So in short, yes, but I didn't sit down and watch every single episode. But
I mean, like I said, TikTok will show you the whole thing, everything that you need to know without having to watch 36 episodes.
I can't imagine how they must have all felt like coming out of that villa.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Would you ever go on something like that? I would.
You
I
would?
think I would.
You would crush.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're really good with people.
You think so?
Yes,
Thank you.
immediately, yes.
But I would definitely love to find love in Fiji. Are you kidding me?
Honestly, you should.
Maybe I should.
Oh my God, you should.
People keep telling me I should. Like
but you actually like really could.
Really?
Don't you think?
I think I could. I mean, whenever I
also
think
you're
of reality,
like radiant.
Oh,
you're
thank
like
you.
you're like people would be obsessed with you.
I don't know. Whenever I think about reality TV, I'm like the judging. It goes back to like artists.
I mean, yeah,
like,
of course.
It's hard. I don't know how I'm behind the scenes. I'm interviewing you, but to be on the spot like that I don't think I could do it.
Oh, but now I'm rooting for it though.
But I saw a clip where Leah from Love Island said that she like you guys talked or something like that. What was that conversation like?
Oh my God, she's just like, she just cracks me up. Like, I don't know her at all personally, but she was posting some of the songs, and Audrey, who like was like would kill and die for her, was like so I was like, Leah, hey.
She has
like,
a
come on
funny
over.
personality.
Yeah.
And she does not give a F what people think, and that's why I like her.
That's just like, what a beautiful way to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations on being nominated for MTV VMA.
Thank you.
Best new artist. How does that feel?
You. Oh, it's so rad and trippy. It's an honor to be recognized. Obviously. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And especially like up against some other great artists. Who are you a
Who
fan
I
of?
voted for. Which I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
who did you vote for?
Chapel.
Oh my gosh, she's amazing.
She's unbelievable. Yeah.
Your album is phenomenal. The Secret of Us is out. You said this is the most fun you've ever had making music. What attributed to that?
Making it with my best friend. Like, Audrey and I wrote most of the songs together on the album, and to do, we've been friends for so long, and storytelling has always been so at the forefront of our relationship. Like, she's a writer in her own right, but we had never written songs together. We always like wrote stories growing up, or like in college would sit and like go line for line and like some dumb, story. So this was just kind of, I suppose, like a natural progression of the relationship, but it made it so much fun because You know how like your best friend can, in a great way, kind of like enable your most delusional behavior sometimes?
Absolutely.
That in the context of like songwriting was such a joy because we got to kind of create these characters that were based on seeds of truth from our lives, but then really like push it and to have each other as like, you know, just boards to bounce off of. And in, you know, we mostly just kept lyrics that made us kind of like giggle in real time. We're like, that's funny to us. So it was just a real joy. Yeah. It was lucky.
I love that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who was an unexpected cheerleader in this process? So, of course, you have your support system like your family and your producers, but somebody who really was like the glue and you didn't ever expected it, maybe.
To be honest, Aaron Desner, who I've worked with for the past few years, who's a dear friend, he is like family at this point, and we produced this album together. He has kids that are like the sweetest, just like purest children, like angels, and they live where the studio is, and so they'd like run in and out, and I would always just like whenever Ingrid would come in, I would always just like watch her face while listening to songs because I was like her taste, I trust. So I feel like the opinions of the kids that would run in and be like, "Oh, I like that one," or like that sound is cool and weird. I'd be like, "Okay, yes." Like,
and kids are brutally honest, and they'll tell
yeah,
you. They
oh my
don't
god,
like it.
yeah, no, completely.
And how old were they?
Ingrid is 12 now, no, 13 maybe, 12, and then Robin's 7 or 8. And Mimi's like 4.
Yeah, that's the age where they're very opinionated.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I'm
getting
so
all
cute.
angles. Yeah, so sweet, so sweet.
So your song "Close to You," let's talk about it. Real ones aren't new to this song. Why did you decide 7 years later, I'm finally gonna put it out?
It finally, like thematically, it fit within the context of this kind of like wistful, longing, like love story, I suppose, of the other songs. And energetically, just like in production wise, I felt like it belonged more in this world, and it just felt like the right time finally to revisit it. And I'm glad that we did. I'm so glad that we did.
Yeah, me too. The music
thanks.
Video, love it. It's so unserious. It's given like
painfully unserious.
It's given like me with my best friend. Let's do a music video to my High School Musical song.
It was.
It was cute. So
thanks.
Why that? Why was that the vision?
We used Video Star, that app, like my whole childhood. I feel like we, you know, Audrey and Abby and I, like growing up.
So that was Audrey in the video?
Audrey's in the video and Abby is in the video. Abby's my cousin who also like is my favorite artist, like photographer. She's just got the most amazing eye, which is so funny to like tap into her skills when we're like film us being complete idiots on the floor of our kitchen. You know what I mean, for this video. But it just felt reminiscent of 7 years ago, like what we would have done if we like had a song come on that we loved.
I love that so much.
Film it on that app.
Why is this song so special to you and close to your heart?
Man, I think just because of the fact that it wouldn't have ever seen the light of day had I not had such a supportive and like encouraging group of people supporting, the music. Like, I think that this is totally out because, you know, for them. And so it means something to me for that reason.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, before I let you go, this is a new hit list, and I want to know more about your personal taste in music. So do you have an unexpected taste when it comes to music that you like to listen to? For example, I love Broadway. It's like really all I listen to. And people would never know that. Really?
Yeah, I mean, I love theater so much.
What's your favorite Broadway show?
I mean, I'm so ready for Wicked. Right now, that's just like on my mind like crazy. But I love like Les Mis is also my favorite.
Those are my top two as well.
Oh my gosh!
No, seriously.
You have to go on Love Island. I'm like, now, like, go.
Wicked is going to be my whole personality when it comes out. I know the whole thing front to back to front. Like,
it's going to be crazy. Also, it's 2 parts, isn't it, the movie?
Yes, I hate that. We have to wait a whole another year.
I want to not wait.
Right.
I need all Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande immediately.
Isn't she everything?
It's crazy. So her voice.
Go ahead, sorry.
We were talking about, Audrey and I were talking about this recently, and it's like, I feel like if like one person on Earth was like put here to sing, like if we could pick one person, I'd be like, please, Cynthia.
I want to meet her.
Yeah.
So is that your unexpected taste, Broadway, or is it something else?
I mean, yeah, sure, bro. I think like, I don't know, unexpected. I listen to so much classical music when we're touring, just because anything that has no vocals, like ambient music, appeals deeply. So like lots of Brian Eno on my playlists. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm someone who likes to process music to heal from the things that I go through. So is there a song that pulled you out of a dark place or gave you the needed inspiration?
Oh man, I mean, yes, so much music has done that for me, I think. Pulled me out of a dark place. Sometimes I feel like I don't know if you feel this way, but like if I'm sad, it's not like I'll put on happy music to try to like lift me out, which I have. Sometimes in that case it's like Robin. Typically I'll listen to Robin if I'm trying to like get my shit together. But otherwise, like Bon Iver, I'll listen to like Beach Baby and Weep.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there an artist or a song on your playlist that you think everybody needs to know about that, maybe they don't know about? Underground artists.
Well, you might know, and I hope everyone knows Muna, but Muna is one of my favorite bands, and Katie Gavin, who's a part of Muna, just started putting out her own solo stuff the past couple months, and it's like I'm obsessed with it, like deeply obsessed with it. I think it's so brilliant. Like the writing is so stupid good, and like the production is unbelievable, and it feels so her, and it's like her own lane. And the whole album I've been lucky, and she like let me listen to it, and I just can't wait for everyone to be able to take it into their lives because it's so good.
Well, everybody check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Gracie, thank you so much for sitting with me.
Thank you so much.
You are such a joy.
Oh,
I better see you on Love Island, girl.
Imagine. We should just go together.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the new hit list on Kiss.